Exceptions of a state called Montana. Did someone just moo? Yes, that's exactly correct. Man, whoever mooed, you got it. So I'd never been to Montana before. I'd never fucking gone. And about 5 years ago, I was on tour with a band, and we had a show in Montana. It was my first time I was ever in Montana. I was like, wow, shit. Billings, Montana. What the fuck could possibly be in Billings? I'm imagining it as this like shitty little cow town with people with no fucking teeth, just like weird fucking locals who, I don't know, have lassos or something, like big cowboy hats. You know, and we have the show book. None of us had ever been there. We don't know what to expect. And when you pull into Billings, there's one road that takes you through Billings. It's like the only highway in Montana. And so you're driving through, and you're coming around this big curve, and there's this giant like coal refining mountain. And you're like, oh great, it's a coal town. So I'm like, exactly in my head, I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And you pull into the main area of town, and there's like a pharmacy, and a McDonald's, and like a fucking like Planned Parenthood or something. And then you round this hill, and in the horizon is the biggest statue of Tony Hawk you have ever seen. It's huge. It's like 20 feet. And you're like, whoa, like Billings isn't that bad. And you're like, you know, there's a giant skate park and there's a record store and a comic shop and all sorts of cool stuff. I'm like, wow, Billings is pretty dope. And you know, we played at this bar called the Rail Yard, which is a bar that was started by 6 bartenders from Manhattan who decided to move to Billings and open like a bar/brewery. Like, why the fuck would you go to Billings, Montana to do that? But, you know, they have this really great bar, and when you play, the bands play there, the bands drink for free, so we play, and we get fucked. And at one point, all 6 bartenders are there, and I had them do like a Bloody Mary competition. So all 6 of them made like the best Bloody Mary they've ever made, and I'm sitting there like in front of all 6 of them like, and you know, and so we get really, really ripped. And then our friend, this dude Ben, comes up to the bar, he meets us at the bar, he's like, dude, I gotta take you to this place called the Rainbow. It's right down the street. And so a crew of like 13 of us stumble down to the Rainbow. And we get in there, and it's just this crap little sports bar. There's like checkered floors, and like the walls are like painted neon green, and there's like whatever game, the game is on the TV. And so I get a drink, I get a whiskey Coke, and it's about this much whiskey, and about that much Coke. And at this point, I'm completely incoherent. And Ben, who brought us to the bar, comes up to me with a napkin. And on the napkin is this ball of pink meat. And he goes, hey man, I got this for you. Like a gift. And I'm like, what's this, dude? So the bar snack, I don't know what bar snacks are here in England, probably like pretzels or something. I don't know. What do you guys have at the bar? What do you guys eat? Nuts! You guys love your nuts.
Turkey!
Yeah. Turkey? Turkey? Nuts. Alright, okay, so the bar snack in Montana is something they call pickled pig's feet, where what they do is they cut the feet off of pigs, they put them in brine, and 6 months later it's this like pink ball of sour pig foot. So he buys me a pickled pig's foot, and he has it on a napkin. He comes up to me, yeah, I got this for you. As a gift. And I'm looking at him like, no man, I'm not gonna eat that. That's gross. He's like, dude, it was $10. And in my head, I'm in tour mode. I'm like, $10? That's fucking food for 5 days, man. You just spent $10 on this shitty fucking pink meat thing? I was like, oh my god, I gotta fucking eat it. Like, $10, that's so much money, you know, in my head, you know. And, but at the same time, it's this, I mean, it is what it is. It's a fucking pig's foot on a napkin. I'm like, no. But in my head, I'm like, yeah. And all the guys around me are like, yeah. And they're pointing like, pig's foot, pig's foot. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. And they're like, eat it, eat it. Like, come on, man. You gotta do it, dude. It was $10. And I'm like, oh. And I like want to barf all over my own shirt. And it's just like, oh, God, $10. I'm like, I'm putting up my mouth, smelling it. And I'm like, oh, no. And you know, they're like, come on, man. You spent $10 on it, dude. That's like 10 McDonald's burgers, dude. And, you know, this goes on for about 5 minutes. I'm standing in the middle of a circle of 12 of my friends while we fucking debate over eating this pickled pig's foot. Finally, this local guy at the bar stands up and breaks the circle of our friends and grabs the pig's foot out of my hand and goes, you fucking asshole. He's got 2 teeth and he's probably 800 years old. And he's like, fucking asshole, man, we eat these things right off the fucking farm, man. And he's got 3 teeth, so the pig's foot's just shooting everywhere. It's hitting me, it's hitting the wall behind me, it's like shooting all over the room. But I'm drunk, so I'm like, you're a pickled pig's foot. you're from Montana, you know, you're a fucker, whatever. And, you know, and he's holding it, and he's chewing it, and he's spitting it, and he's backing me into a corner. And, you know, none of my friends are helping. They're all standing where I'm laughing. And this guy's screaming at me and spitting pig's foot all over my face. And, but I realized I have that drunken switch about halfway through where you really realize what's going on. And it happens, and I'm just like, holy shit, this dude's gonna punch me in the face over a fucking pig's foot, man. And as I'm thinking that in my head, he rears back with his fist, pig's foot in hand, squishing through his fingers, like ready to stamp me in the face with his pig's foot, right? Right when the bartender hops the bar, grabs him, throws him out of the bar. So I come back to my friends like, you know that guy wanna hit me in the face with a pig's foot. And Ben comes up and he pats me on the back, he's like, dude, it was only $1. And we are a minute away. We fucking did it. This song's called Going to Montana. So the railroad to the rainbow, we assemble buzzing, assemble crew, stereotypes and lines, transcending the ones, and everyone except myself will know. Spit back what you spit.